Hello, everybody. My name is Arlie, aka Yami, and welcome to Homebrew. We're doing something a little different. I'm joined by my best buddies, Dallas, who is the orange-shirted guy up in the corner up here, and then my best buddy Tyler, who's down on the bottom.
No cam.
No cam.
Yeah, no cam, sadly, but not that big of a worry. You guys are mostly going to be focusing on my screen, anyways. I am currently using RPG Maker to kind of help us focus where our characters are going to be during the battles. So everything's going to be slightly different than your average D&D experience, but we're not too worried about it. But yeah. So either way, can I fucking exit full screen mode, please? Thank you. Fuck. Okay. So
Language.
Oh, one point. The one catch to Artificer is I have to be a dwarf. The one catch. It says so specifically in the Artificer guidelines. You have to be a dwarf.
where does it say that?
It says it in Tasha's book of everything, like the actual book.
Let me grab that. Find that out.
Yeah, please do, because I don't.
I'm pretty sure.
Because where I didn't see anything that said that you have to be a dwarf to be an
You did not.
artificer.
Josh's Cauldron. Artificer, page 9.
Huh. I guess I don't have to be a dwarf. So,
Yeah, you're being racist.
All right. The characters you guys currently see on the screen are not representative of who Tyler and Dallas are. They're more just meant to be used as um, place placeholders. Tyler's character is represented by the gray hair character here. Dallas's character is the redhead over here. So RPG Maker's going to be helping us with the battlefield only. The world is going to be in your imagination. You decide how it feels. You guys decide how it looks, and that's going to be entirely up to you. All right. Let's start off with Tyler. Introduce your character and explain what your character is and whatnot.
My character's name is Ragul. I am a war domain cleric, and my motivation and my goal is to stomp out the seven lords in the name of the war god Tyr.
nice.
Nice. All right, Dallas, you're up.
I am a tiefling artificer named Hemlock, and Avernus heard that some shit was going down and they wanted to get involved, so they kind of sent me to check what's up, check the 1-1, you know?
Alrighty. So, with that being the case, are you guys ready to hop into the shit?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it done. All right. RPG Maker. Stupid thing is being dumb. Hold on. I have this figured out. I promise. It's just being really. I accidentally did a thing and now it's being stupid. Now I gotta fix the stupid scaling. And then.
Man, Ty, 5 seconds in, the DM is already trying to screw us.
Haha, very funny. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, battlefield is set up and properly looking good. How does it look on your guys' and messenger? Does it look all right to you guys,
Good.
or Okay.
Looks fine to me.
Yeah, looks fine.
All right, because I'm not in the call screen right now. So, alrighty. The days to start our story. The days were once peaceful. Everybody was happy. The seven Shadow Lords were defeated 500 years ago by the great hero party. The swordsman Damarania, the the king, or not king, the mage Serena, and with their friend the blacksmith. Uh, Hold on, where are my notes? I got the name written down. The blacksmith, Bruce. Together those three managed to defeat the seven Shadow Lords all on their own 500 years ago. Today is the day of the 500th celebration across the land of Brescia. Of, but all was not as it seemed, because on the day that the clock struck noon, everything changed. The world turned dark. The seals of the seven demon lords shattered and causing a dark light to explode into the sky. The ground shook, the hells opened, and the demons came out. Nobody knew what was going on until it was too late. It seems that the Shadow Lords have risen once again. The church the church and everybody looked together to try to figure out the best way they could possibly fix the situation. And they found two people who they thought would be best suited to fix this entire situation. However, none of them were quite too sure, because one is a tiefling himself. They decided to send him out on a quick little journey to see if they could truly handle a little test to start out with. So they entered. So they were sent to the forest labyrinth, where inside rests an artifact that could help them seal away the Shadow Lords once again, before they could free the Shadow King. So as you two first approach the entrance to the labyrinth, you see it is locked behind a giant steel door. What would
I
you
hit
guys
the
like to
door with
do?
my hammer.
As you hit the door with the hammer, it immediately bounces off. Some sort of strange magical energies surround it, and like magic, words appear on the door. The words seem to be in Tiefling. So
Shit.
Dallas is able to read it perfectly. But if you want to do an arcane roll, Tyler, or a history roll, Tyler, you should be able to see if you can read it or not.
History's wisdom, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not gonna get that. I got a 2 plus my wisdom modifier. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it.
That means you got to put your faith in what Dallas can read.
Can you speak it, Dark Blood?
Dallas, are you wanting to read it, or are you wanting to see if Tyler can attempt to read it and see if he gets it wrong? Where'd he go?
Did he mute himself by accident again?
I'll read it. My bad. I muted myself.
God damn
Fucking
it!
do it.
You bastard. Okay, so you decided to read it.
Yes.
Dallas was able to read it. He reads over it and it says, to pass beyond this point, one must prove himself. Find a crystal. Find a crystal and a grandfather. What could a grandfather possibly mean? You're in a forest, so it's up to you to figure it out. The first puzzle is all yours.
Early. I'm gonna look around to see if I see like the crystal like shining in the distance.
Go ahead and roll a what's the word? What's the term again?
Perception?
Perception. Thank you. Roll a perception check.
Perception's what?
Wisdom, I
Perception.
believe.
Yeah, perception is wisdom. With yeah.
Got it. Okay, I have a -1 to this.
What'd you roll?
Yeah. I rolled a 13.
13. Not too bad.
Oh, well, 13
Okay,
-1, so that'd be 12.
12. Yeah. Um. So you do manage to. You don't manage to spot anything. You don't manage to spot anything that you think would be useful, but you do happen to see a really old oak tree that looks like it's on the verge of falling apart in a
Hmm.
distance. In the distance, that seems oddly weird. However, it could possibly fit the terms of a grandfather.
Hey, Ragul, check out that tree over there. Looks kind of suspicious to me. What do you think?
How can a tree be suspicious?
How can it be suspicious, Dallas?
Well, it just looks old. Like it kind of fits the description of a grandfather.
I was thinking we need to
There
go
it is.
back to the clock.
I mean, we're in a forest, though. It would make sense.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hmm.
How does it, how does a tree look suspicious? It looks like a normal tree to me, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go check it out, regardless. You
Alright,
coming?
yeah, I'm not gonna be here by myself. I'm not gonna get jumped. That's some dumbass shit. Yeah, I'm following you.
Word. I head towards the tree.
And I follow.
All right. So you guys start heading towards the weird, decrepit-looking tree.
Holy shit, this tree is fucking weird.
Yeah,
Uh,
I told you. I know.
as you guys arrive, nothing seems different about it. However,
This is
you However, as you guys look up into the tree, you do see a weird glint towards the top of the tree.
Hmm.
You see that shiny thing?
Yeah, I'm seeing that shiny thing. Athletics would be strength. I'm no good. I'm no good at climbing trees, man.
Well, lucky for you. I'm great at climbing.
All right, so you're gonna
Well,
attempt to climb.
I guess up
I
you
got
go then.
9. I got 7 plus 2.
All right, so Tyler starts to climb up the tree. But as he grows closer towards the top, the branch underneath him snaps, causing him to fall.
Damn it!
He does manage to land safely in a pile of leaves,
That's some
but
bullshit. That shit hurt. You climb that shit. Oh, my ass. I think I broke my ass.
however, the sound did attract the attention of
Shit.
some goblins. The goblins
Shit.
start to rush at you guys, and there are three of them. Give me just 2 seconds here.
Why is it always goblins?
They're like the perfect starting enemy.
Eh, I don't know about that. I've got my ass beat by some goblins before.
Give me a second to set up the map real quick.
But then again, That's my attack. I'm not the Blend Slayer. Finish your special. No, finish your special.
Whoa, hey, no, fucking undo. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
You wish.
I don't need to wish. I look in the mirror every day. I'm like, I have risen.
This guy. Alright, this is what your battlefield's looking like. Dallas, you're in the middle. Tyler, you're next to the old oak tree because that's where you fell.
And
Let's
bust
go
my head.
ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay, I got 15 plus dexterity. That's -1. It's a 14.
Dallas?
Give me a second, I'm reading. So you said roll initiative.
Yeah.
18 plus 2, that's a dirty 20.
Alright, so Dallas gets first attack. Goblin 1 gets. Or Goblin 1.
Just so low.
Or, sorry. Tyler gets second attack. Goblin 1 gets third attack. Goblin 2 gets fourth attack. And Goblin 3 gets the last attack. So you guys get first attack.
All right. I'm going to go for the one on the right of me.
Alrighty.
How far is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can get up into melee range and hit him.
So you're going to go here or here?
Right there. The first click.
This one?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Goblins have.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the goblin that Ty's attacking.
Hold on. Hold your thought. It's still Tyler's turn. Alright, so
Nat 20.
Tyler. Nat 20?
That's a crit, baby.
So are we doing crit damage? So it's max damage plus my damage modifier. Sorry, plus my weapon roll. Because it's a D8. So is that 2 D8s or is that 8 plus whatever my D8 rolls? Is that how we rolling crit damage?
From what I rolled, the goblins only have 4 HP, so it's dead either way. But we'll say it is 2d8s.
Alright.
I mean, Ty
12.
could still. What'd you get?
12.
12.
So,
Okay, that
so yeah,
goblin's uber dead.
yeah.
Bash its head in.
Alright, Dallas, now it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the one that's diagonal to me.
Is that within range? Hold on.
Should be.
That's the... Which one were you casting again? The
The one that you
Firebolt?
have highlighted with a white square. Oh, I guess
120
they both have
feet,
a white
remove the
square.
0, 12 feet. Yeah, okay, you can hit that.
Okay, so I'll roll
That
for hit.
does... Yep.
So that's my spell casting modifier, which is Wisdom, right?
Yes.
Or no, that's Intelligence. My proficiency is Intelligence. Okay, so that's +2. Okay, 13 plus 2 is 15.
That's dead. And you still got a movement if you want to use it too.
What's my movement? I think as a tiefling, it's 30, isn't it?
Remove the 0 so you have 3 spaces.
Gotcha. Okay, so then I'll move 3 spaces towards the furthest goblin in a diagonal pattern. So right there, yeah.
Alright, Goblin's turn. He has a dagger, so it's going to be a d4 damage. He's going to move in on... Let me see here. Let me roll for his movement. What was his movement? Okay, he can move 3 squares. So he can move 2 diagonal and attempt to hit Dallas.
Hold on, I need to pull up my scale now.
Yep. He rolled a 3, so you got a 3 damage total coming towards you. So
Hold on. What did he roll on his attack?
3.
Was that for like to see if he can hit me?
Oh no, that's right. I still got to roll accuracy check. Yeah, no, he can hit you.
What did he roll?
A 5, so you got to roll greater than a 5.
My AC with scale mail is 14 plus 2, so 16.
All right, so you managed to dodge it. So now it's Tyler's turn again.
If my phone will stop being dumb, so I can see your screen. I'm gonna run to that goblin and hit him.
I don't think you told me what your movement is. What was it?
I have 30 movement.
So 3
Like everyone
triangle.
else.
So 3 then.
Oh wait, I thought every square was 5 feet.
No.
No, it's so you
I said
remove
to
the
remove the 0.
Yeah, so we got 3 squares.
That's so slow.
You know what? That's fair. You know what? We'll just set it to.
Oh
You
wait,
guys
no, he
can.
can get there. Hold on, he can get there diagonally. He can get there. I'm right next to him.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'll just honestly make your guys' default movement 5, so you can move 5 squares. So.
That makes sense.
That's
And then
fair.
you can. Because it's like the reason why I wanted to remove the 0 is because this is as big as the battlefields are going to get in the game. So I thought maybe
That's
3, maybe removing the 0 would be fair enough, but we'll just go ahead and
Yeah,
make
but with
it.
3 squares, if everyone's spread out, then we're gonna have to spend a whole action just to dash to them, and then
That's
hope
what you
that
have
we
to
don't die.
do. Yeah, that's what you have to do regardless, even in Boulder's Gate.
Well, Baldur's
Not
Gate, you
necessarily, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, that's minus the point. Okay, anyways, Tyler, go ahead and we'll just set you both to default 5, and then you could potentially increase it with items later on. Anyways, so Tyler, you're going in for the swing.
Yep, I got 15 plus 2. That's 17.
That means our friend here. He rolled a 16 in his dodge chance, so you hit him for how? So you go ahead and hit him,
It would be a
and
1d8.
yeah,
I got 5.
He's dead
okay,
because you
he's
said the
dead.
goblins have 4 health.
Yep. All right.
Filthy mudbloods.
Okay, so With the last goblin dying, the glint up in the tree is still there, but you're not quite sure how to get to it.
You want to hit the tree?
What did you say?
Hmm.
I mean, you
Hold
guys
on,
can
I'm
cut down
gonna
the tree, but it's a pretty old tree.
Ty. You have
I
a
say
survival
cut.
pack. You have a survival pack, right?
Yeah,
That comes with rope, right?
yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take Ty's rope and I'm gonna tie it around my mace, and then I'm gonna have Ty chuck my mace up there to see if we can hit it off the branch, or use the mace as kind of like a makeshift grappling hook so we can climb the tree.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to I'm gonna need you to roll an athletics check and a wisdom check, and then we're gonna combine the numbers together.
Okay. So athletics is strength.
Yes.
I rolled a 5.
Okay,
That was
and
with
then your
minus
wisdom.
1,
Yeah,
and then
and then with
wisdom.
your
17 minus 1 is 16. So
nice.
21 total.
Yep. So your plan ends up working. You manage to use your mace to fling it up there to knock down the shining objects. Because of it, you didn't really have to worry about you didn't really have to worry about climbing up the really dangerous tree, quite frankly, now that you guys look at it. Because the second you bring down the glowing object in the tree, a branch falls and narrowly misses you guys. But you pick up the crystal that you found, and it's shaped kind of like a key.
Crystal key.
Knew it.
You knew that was up there? Why'd you make me
No.
climb it?
Well, I told you to get your climb for the sparkly thing, but I told you the tree had something to do with the fucking key. But no, nobody listens to my intuition.
What? Well, first of all, you're like half my size, so how am I supposed to assume that you actually saw it?
No, I saw the tree.
This.
You wanted to go to a fucking clock.
It said grandfather, so why not get a grandfather clock?
But it was a forest, so grandfather's an old tree.
It was a grandfather oak. The oldest. It was a grandfather tree. It was a super old tree.
You're an old
Why did you
tree.
think grandfather clock? Like it's a
I have
forest. There's no
7
clocks around.
intelligence.
All right.
Before
All
we
right.
leave, I'm going to look around to see, like, since it is an old tree and there is like divoted pockets and places where the bark splinter, I'm going to look for anything like secret somebody might have stashed there also, as the crystal was on top of the tree.
Roll perception check. There's also still the goblin bodies down on the ground too that you guys could possibly loot.
I will lose the bodies while he
Perception.
does that.
Okay.
Perception is what? Dexterity?
No wisdom.
Wisdom.
Word. That's going to be a -1 then.
I'm
Roll a
not
d20.
I got the presents. Watch my handshake.
All right, Tyler, give me a perception check too. Your perception check
Okay.
won't actually like guarantee what you'll find.
I
You'll still
rolled a
find
10.
something. However,
11
it's
minus
just
1.
a What will you find
3 plus
type deal?
4. I got 7
3 plus 4.
perception.
Okay.
I
So
rolled a 10.
you rolled a 10. All right.
And that's with -1.
So Tyler, as you loot the three goblin bodies, you manage to find that each of them has a decent amount of gold on there. all three of them, all combined together, equals to about 25 gold pieces.
Oh yeah,
Woo!
So you can
money,
either
baby.
A, choose to split that with Dallas, or B, secretly keep it all to yourself.
I'll give him 20. I'll keep 5, so I have 105.
Yo,
All right.
I say I take 10. You keep 15. That way, it's a somewhat even split.
All right.
Word.
And then, so, thanks to Dallas, his perception check did pass. Up, as he's roaming around, up at the grandfather tree, he walks behind it, and he notices a hole inside of the tree. He can't quite see what's in there, but does he have a bravery check that he could do to see if he has the bravery to reach in there and attempt to find what is in there?
You
Would
also be
that
digging that?
be
That'd be
bravery? Would be what? Cons or dex?
I'd say it would be Dex.
Word.
I don't say it would be charisma,
18
but
plus 2. That's a
Or yeah,
dirty
no,
20.
right. Dallas is right. Dallas is right. It would be, or Tyler's right. It would be charisma.
because you're trying to be brave, so you need to have high
Oh,
charisma to
con?
be brave.
Okay. Oh, charisma? Oh, shit.
You got that charisma, that
I didn't
riz.
roll for charisma.
You didn't roll your charisma?
I did not.
How the fuck do you not roll charisma?
I forgot.
How the fuck can you forget?
Hold on. I got it. Fucking take it.
These are the
I
heroes
rolled a
of the
60.
world, everybody.
Hero is such a strong word that I would not fucking use.
Okay, now I re-roll for the bravery check. 7 plus 2 is 9.
Your character is a bit hesitant. However, he feels like he is slightly comfortable enough to carefully move his hand in there. As he does, he feels something inside. He pulls out and opens up and finds a tiny locked chest.
Well, I
That's
got thieves tools. I'm gonna pick that bitch. I'm gonna pick that lock.
He's gonna pick that lock.
I'm gonna pick
Pick
that
that.
lock.
Me
What's his
and the blood
dexterity?
gonna fuck you up. I rolled a
Plus
1. I
2.
rolled a 1. Fuck.
Fuck. 6. 6 plus 2 is 8.
You're unable to open the box right now.
At least I
You le-
didn't break the thief tool. Can I try again?
Not currently.
Damn it.
Sorry, I am putting a cooldown on that stuff.
Word.
All right. So go
I
ahead
guess
and add it to your inventory.
I'll just tuck the box someplace safe in my in a satchel.
So, anyways, what do you guys want to do from here? Do you want to explore the forest a little more, or do you want to head back to the labyrinth?
Let's head back to the labyrinth.
Yeah, let's head back to the labyrinth.
All right, you guys head back to the labyrinth. You guys get to the entrance. Dallas unlocks the door. It slowly starts opening, causing the ground to shake with how heavy it is. It is a bit rusted, so it is squeaking a little too loudly for everybody's liking. As it
Dude, you
finally
wake
opens,
up. You woke up every fucking body. If
Yo,
I was,
bro. Yo, bro, this door needs some WD-40 up in this bitch.
the fuck is WD-40?
anyways,
This door needs some grease.
yeah.
That's
As
for
the
damn
gates
sure.
finish opening, some deer and stuff run outside of it. Seems there was another way in there, but you're not too sure what.
Surely, as the deer runs past me, I'm gonna take my knife and slit its throat.
Fucking lunch, baby.
Fucking dinner,
You're
baby.
gonna have to roll pretty high. You're gonna have to roll a pretty high strength and dexterity to get that.
Bet. It's a D20.
Can I help him so he gets advantage?
Yo, I rolled a 12
No.
minus 1 is 11, and then rolling for my dex, which is plus 2. 30, 20, baby, let's go! 18 plus 2.
As the deer runs by, you manage to tackle it to the ground and quickly slit its throat.
Fucking
All
lunch,
right,
bro!
let's quickly
go!
skin it, mince it, and throw the parts out in the wilderness.
You do what now?
So Ty's saying he's gonna skin it and then throw the parts that we don't use into the forest for animals to eat.
All right. You guys each gain you each gain 3 portion bags of meat. Be sure you put raw next to it.
Raw deer meat.
And then put in yeah, so you each have 3 raw deer meat right now.
Let's go, raw venison, dinner, baby.
High five.
Fucking, I high five Ty's character.
Man, we're gonna need any travelers packs for our camp night tonight. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, thinking quick, thinking fast. Fucking, we didn't have no food when we came here. I saw deer and I was like, dinner. I went into like a fucking rage, man. I saw food
Yeah, I
and
was
I was
hoping you
like,
guys would forget about the fact that you didn't have food, like, secretly.
Because
Because it's like I left it
Wait,
out deliberately because I wanted to see what you guys would do.
so you were gonna purposely starve us?
No, more like I was wanting to. More like I was wanting to see if you guys would say something. Anyways,
Yeah, you
well,
were gonna starve us.
I noticed we didn't have food, and I fucking improvised. We got deer meat now, baby. Let's go.
the deer meat will last you about will last you 2 weeks.
Fuck yeah. Fucking gonna go to a fucking saltwater lake up in this bitch. Gonna get me some salt and gonna make me some deer jerky. Yeah.
All right, so you guys slowly enter the after you collect your deer meat. You guys enter the labyrinth. Fucking A. And what you find inside is a strange ruin-looking texture. It's nothing like you guys have ever seen before. Somebody can roll in our history check though if they so desire.
Bro, if you were gonna say Arcana, I was gonna jump all over that bitch because that's my proficiency.
No reason for an Arcana check yet. Anybody want to do a history check, or you guys just want to figure it out as you go?
I'll do a history check.
Intelligence. Ty, history's intelligence.
I'm
Just
doing a
letting you know.
history check.
Alright,
Nat 20!
Let's go, baby! Woo! Crit success! He finds all the shit!
Alright. As you guys enter, Tyler happens to notice that this place is strangely old, and the carvings on the wall seem to dictate old elven language. None of you can quite read it, but you do recognize it.
Holy
Fucking
shit, this is Elvin. Oh, fuck, this is Elvin. Ah, fuck, this is Elvin. We're in an old ass crypt. Shit. Yo.
Hold up.
This place is old.
Ty, make
Elven
another. Do another. Probably do a history and insight check to see which kind of elves they are. If they're dark elves, wood elves, or what have you. Because dictating what kind of elves these are is going to sway what we do.
Alright, insight's wisdom, so let's go. 19 plus 4, 23.
Ooh.
You guys notice it's elven. It's wood elf in language, making it easier to make out what it says.
All right,
It
it's wood
says,
elfin, so it's not that old.
Yeah.
It's wood elf, so it's not that old. I mean, wood elf does kind of make sense since we're in a forest. At least it's not high elves. Wood elves we can negotiate with in case we run into some. High elves we'd have to fucking find a way through that. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Good.
I hold on to this knowledge just in case we have to talk our way out of the situation. And I keep going,
I
looking
follow.
for what
Alright.
we're looking for.
As you guys roam around, I need you both to roll a perception check real quick.
Okay, perception is intelligence. No,
No,
charisma.
wisdom.
Oh,
Wisdom
perception
again.
is wisdom? Bet.
I got 15.
I got a 12 plus 2. I got a 14.
Alright. As you guys are
11
about
plus 4.
to step forward just a little bit more, you both Tyler just happens to notice this a bit quicker Tyler happens to know this just a bit quicker than Dallas, and he holds out his arm. Right in front of you guys is what looks like to be a maze of traps. You're not quite sure what they lead to. However, there are pressure plates basically everywhere.
Okay. Here's. Can I check that? Can I do an inspection on the wall?
That'd be insight.
Yep.
Inside on the wall and see if it's like a dart trap or like a boulder rolling down trap.
You can.
I got 8 plus 4, so that's 12.
Not bad.
You examine the wall and you do notice that it is a dart trap. You take a little bit of a closer look at the darts and notice it's paralysis.
All right.
One strike from these and you're
Are there any
permanently paralyzed.
stones near me, like rubble stone?
Oh, there's loads. It just depends
Okay,
on
I
which one
grabbed
you think
some.
will help.
I grab some and I start tossing them on the platforms and start counting the darts on the reaction time.
I need you to roll for accuracy.
Okay, so that'd be strength.
No. I wouldn't say scattering the stones. I would say that would more be constitution.
Why?
Oh,
I'm
not
not
constitution. Not constitution.
dexterity.
No.
Yeah, no. What?
Concentration. That'd be
Why would it?
concentration.
Why would
Because
it be
you're concentrating.
concentration?
No, because you're concentrating on watching the darts to get
Okay,
a
but what
rhythmic
the fuck
pattern.
is? Okay,
He's
so is
not
that
concentrating
intelligence?
on the darts. He's trying to concentrate to throw them onto uh on the traps to get them to activate, so that way you guys could
Oh
cross
well, if he's
safely.
throwing something, then it would be strength.
Yeah. So
All
you
right,
need to
I
roll a
roll.
strength accuracy check.
I got 7 plus 2. That's a 9.
All right, you managed to hit about 3 out of the 5 traps. There's still 2 remaining. But you
I
look
do it
around
I'll
and you
again.
go for
notice
the.
that.
I'll pick up some rocks and scatter them across the ground like Ty did.
Hold on, I
I'll
wasn't
try to
done
help
yet.
him out.
I wasn't done yet.
Oh, okay.
After Tyler throws the last one, you guys look around and notice he threw all the ones that could possibly hit the pressure points. All that's left is tiny little pebbles.
Hmm.
Well,
You
then we
guys
should
know
go
right
outside
where
and
the
grab some
traps
more
are,
rock.
but
Grab
I'll
more
throw
rock.
my blacksmith hammer. That's heavy enough. I take my blacksmithing hammer out of my blacksmithing tool set, and I chuck it at both of the traps.
all right, same thing. Strength accuracy.
Right. Which would be strength.
But you never answered my question from before on how long do the darts
7.
have.
All right, eight minus 1 is 7.
You barely missed, and now your hammer's clear across the room. And then what the darts have about the darts don't reload. Uh,
Got it.
so you don't have to worry about that.
Arlie, I'm gonna make a deck save, and I'm gonna sprint across the pressure plates, trying not to hit any, and I'm gonna grab my hammer along the way, which would be dexterity,
Go
which
ahead.
is +2, 10.
All right. You bolt across. You manage
8
to
plus
hit one
10.
of the. You do hit one of the traps, but you manage to roll out of the way of the first one, and you manage to make it across safely. Now there's only one
Did I
trap
grab?
remaining.
Did I grab my hammer?
Yeah, you rolled,
Okay, good.
grabbed your hammer, and then made it across.
Yeah, kind of need my hammer. kind of need my blacksmith hammer.
Yeah.
It's pivotal to my rune magic that I do.
Yep. All right, you're up, Ty. You're
I
still across
followed
the
it.
room. There's still one trap. You follow them?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll a dex save for the last trap then.
Oh, that's a D12. That's a 15. My dex is -1, so that's a 14.
All right. You you managed to jump over the last trap, and you both make it to the other side safely. But here's the downside. In front of you is three doors. Magic is creeping out of one of them, but you don't know which type. The other one almost feels off in a way. You don't quite know what it is. And the other one has a weird calming effect behind it. So, one of these three doors will lead you to the next room, but two of them will lead you into traps. So, do you take the creepy door, the magic door, or the weirdly off-putting calming magic effect type deal? Weird calming effect. That's what I wanted to say.
All right, what do you think?
I think we'll go through the magic door.
Which one?
The calming one. The fuck?
All
The
right,
calming. You
I'll
want to go through the
follow
calming
Tyler
door?
and go to the folding door with him.
All right, you guys walk over to the calming door. You open it. You find yourselves back outside. You look around, and while the area is blocked off, it does make for a nice little safe spot, so to say.
This is safe.
Yeah, this is a safe zone.
All right, we're gonna cook some meat while we have this safe time, so that it doesn't go bad. Is there any trees or anything nearby?
Nope, just or yeah, there's a few trees. Hold on, I'm
All
set.
right, I start grabbing some branches.
All right, so you guys are gonna kind of rest here for a minute.
Take a short rest, and during my short rest, I'm going to cook some of this meat so it doesn't go bad.
I see Ty has made a what looks to be like a fire pit, and the logs are in there. And to get the fire started quickly, I'm just going to cast a simple firebolt into the fire pit to ignite the stick. That way we can cook our meal.
High five.
Because cantrips don't use spell slots. High five.
All right. So you managed to create a small enough flame just to get you guys cooking some food, not to attract attention either, because you're still kind of unnerved about this place because you still don't quite know what to expect from here.
Man,
Uh,
I'm gonna keep it a buck. The king who sent us on this quest got me all fucked up. Go through this dungeon, he said. It should be safe, he said. Bitch, we got jumped by goblins, and I fell off a tree and busted my ass.
Correct. Well, you fell off the tree and busted your ass before we got into the dungeon, but we did get jumped by goblins right off the start.
Save my ass. I get it. We were in 500 years apiece. I understand. I get it. Still dumb as shit.
Also, can we talk about him saying, not clarifying that there was traps too? You know, you would think if he hires adventures, he would clarify, and he knows shit about this dungeon. You know, you would think that he would clarify that there was fucking
My
traps.
point, Merle. My fucking point. He got us fucked up.
I mean, to be fair, he
really
did say it was
got
a
us fucked
trial.
up.
He did say it was a trial. Why would he tell you about the traps?
Because if we die and we don't come back, he'd be like, shit. Someone gotta go get them. Or we're just
Well,
gonna be
to be
rotting
fair,
corpses.
to be fair, I guess if the king did say if it's a trial, I mean, I guess if we die, I guess we fail the trial, realistically, if you think about it like that.
Yeah, it means you guys aren't
I
the
can't
heroes.
believe
Fucking heads up would have been nice.
my point. A little heads up.
As you guys are arguing,
Fucking
Arguing.
royalty.
We're just calling out the bullshit.
as you guys are
Fucking
talking,
royalty, am I right?
yeah. Wait, what?
I said fucking I go to Ty's character, I'm like, fucking royalty, am I right?
Fucking nobles.
As you guys are talking, you start to hear a little glitter, a little giggle, almost.
Weapons
As
ready. Someone wants our meat.
A fairy hovers over the fire, and she just kind of giggles a little bit. She goes, "Oh boy, what do you guys think you're doing here? You know this.
look up.
Try to eat some fucking food, you fucking pixie.
I look up.
And no, we don't share.
Oh my. Well, clearly you don't know how dangerous this labyrinth can be. I'll admit, it is pretty impressive you guys managed to get through that dart trap that I made, though. No,
The fairy made the dart trap. Oh, you made the dart trap? Uh-huh. You're small ass?
Well, yeah. How else do you think I could avoid getting paralyzed and stuff like that from my own trap? Not to mention, it is kind of my job to protect this place in some way.
I've seen attack the fairy.
No, what's a fae doing in this place anyway?
Well, I did just say I'm the guardian of this place. I know its ins and outs like the back of my hand. If you guys tell me why you're here, I might be able to help you.
Well, let's see. Fucking 7 demon lords are back, and the king who defeated them previously sent us here as a test to get the thing to help us stop the demon dude's Oblivion Gate thing, whatever. So yeah, we're on official royal business.
Tyler, do you still want to sneak attack her, or are you going to stop mid-attack?
No, I'm just gonna hold my hammer right behind her in like ready action to like hit her. Because I do not trust Fag. From all my school teachings in the church, Fae are not meant to be trusted. They are tricksters by nature.
All right, so you're going to like kind of keep a sneak attack ready just in case?
Yes.
Okay. So you're after the shadow mirror then, huh?
Well, the king didn't really say what it was, but yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, the shadow mirror was the key to locking them away 500 years ago. Oh, what to do? I'll tell you what. I'll help you guys out, but in exchange,
Nope.
you...
No. No. I know how this shit works. From all my school teachings, you want something in return, it's always bullshit.
What do you want?
Oh, it's not that bad. In return, I just want you to help me find a certain animal outside of the labyrinth. You see, he's actually my little pet. And I kind of need him back because he's the only friend I got here. And let's face it, I was planning on tricking you guys at first. However, given the factor that I didn't know the Shadow Lords were back, I think I'm going to help you out just so that way I can stay alive.
Is it that old ass tree?
Or is it a deer?
It's neither. He's a little squirrel. He glows green. He has cute little circles on his cheek.
Alright, I go over to Dallas and I huddle. And I whisper to him, yo, can you make a cage? Like a tiny little cage?
I mean, with the right materials, yeah. I mean, I am proficient in blacksmithing as well as arcana, so I mean, I guess like if I could bring me the right materials, and yeah,
Are there enough materials around us to make a small for him to make a small little cage?
There is, however, you'd have to make it out of wood. And it
That's
wouldn't be
fine.
okay.
very sturdy
Hold
either,
on. How
given that
about
most of it is sticks. So you'd have to
hold
roll a
on? Hold,
perception check in order to see if you can find sturdy enough sticks to be able to have the trap hold.
okay, hear me out. What if the we have a stipulation? The Fae has to stay by our side at all times. They cannot leave our side. Like they have to be with us. That is the only way we'll help them. Is if the Fae sticks in our group and helps us in battles.
Roll a persuasion check.
Cause we ain't fucking doing the fucking meat of the labor. If you catch my drift, can't I?
Yep. I don't trust no Fae.
Roll a persuasion check.
Which is intelligence, charisma. No,
Charisma.
that's charisma. I get a +2 to charisma. Bet I got this.
You do not got this. You can barely talk it out to a barmaid. What makes you think you can talk with a fairy?
11 + 2 is 13.
All right, so you go and ask her. All right, look, we'll be willing to help you with this. All you got to do is help us through here. You got to help us fight our way through here too. You can't just hang out up above, flying above us. She kind of thinks for a minute and then she nods. All right, I guess I could do that, but first we got to go get. But first, let's go get you that shadow mirror, and then we'll go catch my friend. And along the way, I'll help you fight as you need it. But just know I'm not very strong. However, I think I'm strong enough just to be able to help keep you guys up to health.
That's fine.
Deal.
All right.
I'll take that deal. You want to take that deal?
I'll take that deal.
All right. Now,
Fine, good
Tyler.
deal.
Yeah. Now, Dallas, I need you to roll a perception check so that way you can see if there's strong enough materials for you to make a trap with.
And then perception is what? Intelligence?
Yes.
Ouch, I rolled a 6. Well, 4 + 2 is 6. Still rolled a 6.
As you look around, you don't happen to see sticks that are strong enough, but maybe you can still make a somewhat decent trap with what you can find. So you pick up some of the thinner sticks that you see. You put them together, and I
Alright,
need you
I'm
to.
gonna look. So Ty looked, or well, he said pointed out some sticks. I couldn't really see those sticks, but I'm gonna look for vines,
All right. All
which
right.
would be
So
what? Perception?
yeah.
7 - 1 is 6.
the vines you find around aren't very strong either. You're starting to think maybe you'll have better luck making a trap outside of the labyrinth for now.
Got you.
For now, though, all your food's cooked up, and you think it's best to head for the shadow mirror that the Fae has talked about.
Well, if my food's cooked, I'm gonna fucking eat some of it. I ain't letting that shit go to waste.
I mean, your character doesn't have the hungry status yet. Are you sure?
I'll give a little bit of the cooked food to the Fae. The fairy.
Tyler, you still there?
Yeah. I'm just
Okay.
thinking. Sorry. I was just thinking. Alright, here's the plan. I whisper this. This moment, this pixie pulls some sly shit, I'm gonna knock her ass out and we're gonna throw her in the cage. Bet?
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. All right. You guys go ahead and head out of the safe room and move on.
With our cooked meat.
Yep.
Before we leave, I'm gonna take my meat and I'm gonna chop it up into cubes so I could store more of it. Make some inventory space.
All right.
Little snack cubes.
I'm gonna offer a piece of the fare. You want some meat? It's a deer. No, wait. I'm not. Actually, I take that back. I don't do that.
Okay.
Are the paralytic darts still in the wall, or are they gone?
They're gone. They got launched. Once they hit the wall on the other side, they shattered.
Damn. All right.
Which does make sense.
All right. So you guys leave the safe area with the Fae, and she goes up to the creepy door. She goes, "This is the way forward."
You said there was 3 doors, Arlie?
Yeah, the first door had a strange magic releasing out of it. The second door was the safe room door, and the third one is the creepy door.
What's perception? Perception's intelligence, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna make a perception.
But the Fae literally just pointed to the scary door, though. It said this is the way forward, so...
Right, no, and that's why I'm gonna make a perception check to see if she's lying.
Okay.
13 plus 2 is 15.
You examine the magic door closer. You do notice that behind it is a highly volatile, dangerous magic trap waiting to go off for whoever opens the door. Seems the Fae was telling the truth, that the creepy door is the way forward.
The creepy door is the way forward?
Yes.
So behind the other door is a volatile magic that's waiting to come out?
Yeah, the second you open it, boom.
Got it. Okay, well, I guess we're going through the creepy door then.
I must use the restroom.
Oh, okay. We'll pause here real quick then.
No, you guys still go. I'll be right back.
Nah, because some stuff's about to happen.
Okay.
So we'll wait for you. It's not that big of a deal.
So are we doing XP leveling or progressive leveling?
That's a great question.
Progressive leveling's the default, right?
Well, default is XP, but progressive leveling is like story-based leveling. Like you make it so far in like this. So say after we get done with the labyrinth, we would level up. That's progressive leveling. Instead of, hey, during the labyrinth, you gain so much XP, you gain a level.
Yeah, no, we'll just do that. the progressive leveling.
Progressive. Where
It'll be
okay,
easier on me than trying to do math for EXP and then forgetting what EXP was at.
where
So it helps me in a million ways.
Marvel Comics exec editor says Marvel Rivals has no effect on print plans. Believes characters popular has more to do with play mechanics than it does with the characters themselves. Dude, I swear to God.
what it sounds like, Ty, is Marvel Rivals is slowly killing itself.
No. Basically, this exec editor says Marvel Rivals has no effect on the comics because people just love it for the play mechanics and won't actually read the characters themselves, which is such a backwards way of thinking, in my opinion, because there are so many characters that are not being popular that I think Marvel should try to,
Dude,
capitalize on them in the
especially
comic form,
right, especially with the more obscure ones too.
especially with the obscure ones. And they're like, well, they're not gonna have effect on print. It's like saying that Peter Parker and MJ are not allowed to be together anymore, and that's so dumb.
I mean, I guess it depends on which. I mean, it could have been leading up to this Peter Parker getting together with Gwen Stacy.
Gwen is dead.
Oh, is that the universe we're in?
Yeah, in the main continuity universe, she's been dead for like 20 years.
Yeah, she could. Wait, didn't she fell from a tower? Didn't she?
Yeah, Peter tried to catch her, but she died. Her
Yeah.
neck's died due to whiplash.
I didn't realize which one you guys were talking about because I know there's some where instead of MJ, he gets with Gwen Stacy. And
Yeah, and those are what ifs.
I don't know. I have
Alternate
stuff written
universes.
down in comics and shit, man.
That's why I'm here. I love this shit.
It's like I know more about DC than I do Marvel, so I don't.
I love both. Marvel pisses me off because the editors don't know shit. DC has fun with their characters. Like
That's fact.
they're having a whole series with Godzilla. That's
Yeah.
dumb. Oh, sorry, not Godzilla. They're having a whole comic book like small storyline with Sonic characters. And it's fucking hilarious because Sonic and Flash are shit talking each other, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Let me know when you're ready, Ty.
I'm ready.
All right. So as you guys enter through the creepy, after you guys get to the other side of the creepy door, the place seems to be getting even more decrepit. The Fae flies up to one of the walls and kind of rubs her hand on the wall real quick, and she kind of says with a sad sigh, "This place used to be so beautiful once." I, then the wood Fae stopped coming. I don't know why. They built this place, basically ruined the forest a little bit, but I won't lie, they made this place beautiful, but now it's basically nothing. But some part of me wonders if that's the Shadow Mirror's fault.
Dark magic does like to taint things and corrupt things when possible.
Yeah. She can't help but sigh once again. Anyways, I'll keep leading you through, so just keep following me for now. But we do want to be careful. Some goblins and orcs took a place just up ahead here.
And hey, don't worry. We'll fix this place as soon as we get that mirror out of here. Nature will take over again. It always does.
You guys go ahead and walk forward, and as you hit a place where the wall has completely broken, outside rests two an orc and two goblins. Your only way forward is through them. So, what's your guys' course of action? Do you attempt to sneak around? Do you fight them?
We could try to sneak. Oh wait, I'm in
Send when
chainmail. I can't sneak. I'm in chainmail. Guess we fight.
I'm in scam mail. I can't. I don't think I can sneak either.
Yeah, sneaking is not possible. All right,
Hmm.
go
How
ahead and
close are they
roll.
to us?
Hold on, give me a second. I'm making them now. Just go ahead and roll for initiative.
Or well, okay. And that's Dex. Ow! I rolled. I got a 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. Ugh. Well, I'm going last. Yippee ki yay, motherfucker!
All right, Tyler, what'd you roll?
Sorry, I was replying to my text from my brothers. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine.
You're rolling initiative.
That's a 15 plus Dex, which is plus 2, so that's 17.
The orc rolled a 1. Goblin number 1 rolled a 14. Goblin number 2 rolled a 20. Goblin number 3 rolled a 6. And the Fae rolled a 12.
Like I said, I rolled. I rolled low. I rolled a 4.
All right, so Dallas goes second to last. Just a goblin, just barely underneath him. Uh, so the goblin that rolled the highest. So it's goblin, Tyler, Fae, orc, goblin,
You said
Dallas,
orc rolled a
goblin.
1.
Did I say the orc was the one that rolled the one?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Okay, so it's goblin, Tyler, Fae, goblin, goblin, Dallas, orc. So the first goblin, he'll move diagonally and then over 1 square. Now it's Tyler's turn.
1 sec, sorry.
You're fine.
Your screen kept down low, so the refresh from the messenger page. Okay. Alright, moving 3 spaces diagonally right behind the first guy. I'm gonna hit him.
So you're going up here, then over 1.
Okay, and I hit him from where I was.
Yeah.
I hit him.
All right. All right. You got to beat an 11 to be able to hit him.
Got 19 plus 2.
All right. Roll a d8 for damage.
Oh, damn it. I'm trying to take this away. And that's a 3.
And the goblin is dead because goblins only have 3 HP. All right. It's the Fae's turn.
Hold on.
Fae.
I didn't say I ended my turn.
Oh. Okay.
How much movement do I still have?
2 squares.
Okay, I'm gonna go for that purple guy. Use my bonus action to attack to hit him.
You're going to go here and then here, or just up here?
Uh, phone. Second square.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna attempt the attack the orc who has 14 HP with.
My bonus action attack.
All right, bonus action attacks will go ahead and you got to beat a 4.
Got a 6 plus 2.
Okay, go ahead and roll your d8.
Max damage 8.
Good shit.
Oh, yeah.
In the name of Tyr!
All right. 14. Hold on, I need to get a fucking calculator because I'm not gonna remember that.
8
Because
minus
I'm
14.
dumb boy.
He has
5 health.
6.
Close enough.
Okay. Orcs at 6. Okay, it's the face turn. She'll go ahead and fly up right here. And she will attempt to make Tyler's damage higher. God damn it. Fucking thank you. Jesus. Alright. She succeeds, and Dallas, your next attack will add or Tyler, your next attack will add +3 to it.
Nice.
Alright. Now it's Goblin number 2's turn. He'll run up here and attempt to attack you, Tyler. Your dodge roll will have to beat a 7.
12. With my dexterity, that's -1. So that's a 11.
11.
All right, so he does miss. All right.
He misses. The goblin missed.
Okay, Goblin number 2 can't quite reach any of you guys. He's gonna go ahead and move here. That's in his turn. Dallas, it's your move.
Okay, so I'm going to move up 3 squares up next to the Fae, like in a straight line. And then I'm going to use a level 1 spell slot and cast Lightning Lure on the orc.
Lightning lure. You create a lash line. Okay, you need to succeed a strength. No, sorry. 1/8 lightning damage.
It needs to save a strength of 10.
Yeah, but you need to roll a d8. And you said you're attacking the orc or one of the goblins?
The orc.
Okay.
I rolled a 1. Fuck. That's
Alright,
a 1 on the D8.
the orc's at 5 HP now.
Did it save its thing? Because if it didn't save its thing, it's pulled, like, I think it's pulled closer to me. Like 1 square closer to me. That is if it didn't save its strength save and throw
Oh
of
right,
10.
I need a roll for that. It did save itself, so it's still there.
Okay.
Alright, now it's the orc's turn. He doesn't move, and he instantly goes into attack Tyler. And Tyler
Come
has
at me,
to beat...
bitch.
Come at me,
Tyler
fugly.
has to beat a 17 to dodge.
Oh, damn.
I got 4.
You got a 4.
Yeah, with my dex, that's a 3.
Alright, so Tyler doesn't dodge. He's using a club, so that's a D4. Tyler, you'll take 2 damage.
Is that it? My priest hit me harder than that.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Alright. Alright,
I'm a
turn
war
change.
priest. How else am I going to train?
Alright, turn change. The goblin that went first is dead, so Tyler, it's your turn.
It's my turn. All right,
Yep.
I'm gonna hold my warhammer with 2 hands. So that's a nat 1.
Fuck.
Bonus action to attack. That's a 13 plus 2.
Which would
That's
be
a 15.
15.
Does that hit?
You said you rolled a 1 for your...
First
Yeah,
attack, and then
he crit missed his first attack.
Yeah, so the second attack was a 17, you said?
15.
15? Alright. So yeah, that one does manage to hit the orc. The orc rolled a 6, so it does hit him.
1d8 plus 3, Ty.
nah, I said 2-handed, so I rolled d10
Ah,
plus 1 plus
Plus
3.
3. So the
And
orc
that's
is dead.
max damage, so 14.
Yeah, so
That's
the
how
orc is
you
dead.
hit, you ugly bitch. Fucking mudbloods over here. Who's next?
Alright, it's the Fae's turn. She moves
wait,
up here.
do the goblins have to make a frightful save check since Ty just killed a big monster in front of them?
No, goblins are incredibly dumb in Shadowlands.
I mean, wouldn't they still get scared though? I mean, they just watched an alpha monster get slaughtered by Ty.
Yeah, I see your point.
Nah. Nah, they don't care. They think they could still take you on.
Okay. God, it's
You sorry.
really stupid.
So anyways, the Fae moves in, attempts to slash with her dagger. The goblin has to beat a 16. The goblin rolled a 6, so the dagger does 4 damage, killing the goblin. Alrighty. This goblin now goes into attempt to attack you, Tyler. You have to beat a 7.
I got 5.
Okay, so this attack will hit you then. And it will hit... Let's see here. This is the first time a goblin's actually hitting you. It's using a club. So D4. You'll take 1 damage.
Harder.
Do it harder. Now. Do it.
Come on. No one attacked this goblin. I'll hit him.
Alright. Dallas, your move.
Right. I look the goblin in the eyes, and as I'm looking him square in his red, beady, goblin, disgusting eyes, I put my hand forward, take it back in my hand, ignites in a burst of flame, and I shout, "Ignis!" and cast Firebolt.
Jesus Christ.
Don't start shit if you can't handle it.
Let's see here. Cat trip.
Firebolt's 1d10.
Yep.
And then my attack would be int 14 plus 2 is 16.
Alright, the goblin's dead.
Dad, motherfucker, like the last motherfucker.
And that's as much as and that is as much as we can play of that song, folks.
Yeah, I don't want to get copywritten too much where I can't get monetized eventually. Alrighty. So, as the last goblin dies, the Fae looks at you and she looks at the dead bodies on the ground, and she kind of looks at both of you with kind of a hint of surprise on her face. Wow, I wasn't actually expecting you two to be able to win against an ogre. Color me surprised.
Piece of cake.
Uh, you're in the splash zone. I loot the bodies.
Go ahead
Loot
and roll
that body.
perception check.
Gonna loot that body. Loot that
Loot
body.
that
Yeah.
body now. I'm gonna play my flute as I loot that dead horse body. Do 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 do, bitch.
Alright, go ahead and roll perception check to see what they dropped.
I got a 6 + 4 is a 10.
Amongst the bodies, you do manage to find some meat that you can use to help you survive a bit longer. But among the orc's body, you do manage to find a pretty interesting club on him. It's it seems to have something weird about it. You can roll an arcane check to see what it is.
High intelligence. Hey, buddy, can you roll? Can you like Arcana check this?
I got you. I arcana check the club, which means I do get it at advantage because I do have a proficiency in arcana, which would be also in which would be arcana is wisdom, right? Yeah.
Feel it in my body.
It's
Feel it in my bone.
5 minus 1 is 4.
Neither of you can quite tell what the enchantment is, but you can just tell that it's something interesting. Maybe somebody could
Kai
tell you
4
what it
was
is later.
Kai 4 was my highest roll. I rolled a 2 in the beginning. I look at the fairy. Hey, you. Yeah, you're a fae. You got magical properties. What the hell is this thing?
Just seems like this thing's enchanted with curse magic for some reason.
Cool. We're gonna sell it.
I don't think you'll be able to get much from this, but you're welcome to try.
Oh, I will try. I will fucking try. If not, I'll give it to some dumb kid. There's this one kid named Mole. Owes me 10 gold.
Man, I wonder who's the bigger threat, you or the Shadow Lords.
Charlie, if you haven't seen my true origin character, this is light.
Alright, anyways, you guys continue moving on through the labyrinth, and as you reach the final door, the Fae floats up to it, and she turns around and looks at you guys. She says, right behind this door rests the Shadow Mirror, the thing that will help you stop the Shadow Lords.
Alright,
However,
open the door.
Wait, hold on,
well,
Ty. Right. There's always a catch. What's guarding it?
well, you see, behind this door is a golem,
Okay.
Oh, what?
but it's a wood golem, you could say.
Got it.
And um, well, here's the thing: nobody's been able to beat it before.
Until today. Alright. We're going in.
I mean, are you sure? I really think maybe we should, but I mean,
What? Speak, fairy, while you still have a jaw.
well, I
So
just
I'm
don't want you
gonna.
guys to die until you get my friend back. You know, that's it.
So before we go in, I'm gonna take Ty's hammer, and I'm gonna magically tinker with it to imbue it with some sort of like magic.
I let him.
All right.
I prefer fireplace. If we're dealing with a wood golem, make it burn. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn.
All right. Go ahead and cast the magic or the tinkering, or
Which
that's
would
just
be
natural.
intelligent.
Yeah.
Would that be Arcana too, or sleight of hand?
Arcane.
Okay, what's advantage? 10 plus 12.
All right. So you managed to enchant his hammer with some fire magic.
Ding,
As you hand
ding,
it back, the
ding,
flames do ignite
ding.
pretty well.
Not sure how that if that looks like that. Don't care. We're rolling with it.
Hey, don't fuck up my hammer. I only got the one.
The Fae looks at you guys and goes, "This is your last chance. Are you sure you want to go through with this now?"
This is your last chance. Are you coming with us?
Well, of course,
I
I
mean,
made a
you did say
promise.
we.
As long as you keep
I
yours
mean,
and helps me get my friend back, then I'll help you.
I swear to
what?
God, these fucking fags.
Then we're going in.
She unlocks the door. The golem doesn't seem to be moving, but then it slowly starts activating. It moves forward, very little. The Fae gets scared and instantly flies back behind you guys.
Let's see.
Can I make an Arcana check to see what's powering it?
Go ahead.
Advantage. 9, 10 minus 1.
You do happen to see that a core on it is glowing green, but you're not quite sure what to make out of what's causing its magic abilities to show up. All you do know is that that core seems to have radiated magical power, and you now know this fight won't be an easy one.
Can I try to
Uh-huh.
talk to the golem?
No, the golem's not very talkative.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Which would be Dex.
Five plus.
Not
No,
20.
5. I got 4.
Alright,
Plus
the
2 would be
golem.
22, but I got it at 20.
Okay, the golem got a 14. The fairy got a 13.
So it's me, Golem, Faye, Ty.
Yes.
All right.
So, Dallas, you're up first.
I'm going to cast Firebolt, aiming at the core.
Alright, you need to roll. The golem can't dodge, so you need to roll an accuracy check.
Accuracy would be what?
Let's
Because
say strength.
strength accuracy and spell accuracy are two different things.
Yeah,
Got
in this
point.
case, it'd be a spell accuracy, so intelligence.
Intelligence.
Word. Cock. 17 plus 2, 19.
You do manage to hit its core, but it doesn't seem to affect it much.
Ignite! And then that's a 1d10 damage.
Yeah.
What? Since it's made of wood, does it? It has fire vulnerability, right? Since it's made of wood.
Yeah, just a bit.
Definitely.
So that would be double damage too. Okay.
0.5.
7. I rolled a 7.
So 7, and then that's 0.5 bonus. Fucking. Why is my computer doing this shit all of a sudden? Okay. So you rolled a 7, and then that's 0.5 extra damage. Would make it. Okay, so 7 plus 0.5. No.
It'd be times 0.5, so it'd be
Yeah,
somewhere
no.
around like 9.3, I think.
It add on 3 points of damage, making the damage it takes 10.
Word. Ignis.
All right. Is that all you're
Cool. I did
doing,
10
or?
damage right off the bat. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, not too bad. All right. Is that all you're doing, or?
That's all I can do. I don't get any bonus actions with any of the stuff that I currently have.
Well, yeah, but you can still potentially move. But if that's all you're doing, then it's the golem's turn. The golem is big and bulky, so he can't move very far. However,
That's it. I guess I will
to
actually, before the Golem moves, Arlie, I will move 3 spaces left and then 2 spaces up.
So skippity. Here's how to say
all
it.
right. So now it's the golem's turn. The golem can't move very much, but he goes one. He goes down 1, 2, and stops right here and attempts to swing at Dallas. Dallas, you have to beat a 17 to avoid being hit.
And my AC is 16, so it hits by 1.
All right. Fuck. What was? Okay, so he's technically doing an unarmed strike. However, with how big he is, what type of weapon do you guys think it would technically be? A great club?
No, be unarmed. If you
Yeah,
say
it'd
it's
be
an
unarmed.
unarmed,
It would be unarmed, but he'd just do a little bit extra damage, like
Yeah,
than
because it's
normal.
like he's like a massive like woodland golem. Like he's
then
about
if,
maybe
if
3.
if you want to make it a mace or something, you could say his right arm that he's hitting with is mace-like, so it's a big ball with thorns and spikes.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, so yeah, no, in that
Well,
case
if
it would
it's a
be
big ball of spikes, then it'd be bludgeoning and piercing.
No, just be bludgeoning.
Well, the spikes stab.
Well,
okay.
all right. That's more damage.
That's what I needed to figure out because I wasn't
Well,
quite
the damage
sure how that
is
would work.
intertwined in the actual like attack damage. It just does both piercing and bludgeoning. So
Yeah,
if
in
you
this
have a
case it
resistance to one, it
yeah, in
yeah.
this case it would be a mace. It would be mace. So that would be 1d6 of that would be 1d6 for damage.
Or only do a
Which Dallas.
D8 since it's bigger.
All right. Dallas, you'll be taking 6 damage.
Word. I'm at 21 health.
All right. With that, it's the Fae's turn. She moves 5 paces over here and casts cure. What was the name of that spell again? Cure wounds or something like that.
Well, there's two. There's Cure Wounds, that's an action, and then there's Healing Word, that's a bonus action.
Yeah, so she'll be using healing word on Dallas. Um, which will heal him. Which will heal him 5 damage.
Ooh, we're 26 health.
And then she will cast. She will cast her attack enhancement spell again, giving Dallas an extra 3 attack on his next turn.
I would have done Ty, but that's fair because Ty's next.
Honestly, I'm rolling a d2 to determine who's getting what.
Got you. That's fair.
So d2 rolled on you, and so you got the attack bonus.
Word.
All right, Tyler, your move.
1 sec. Looking something up. Got it. All right. Put this on here now. Look up. All right. Okay. I walk up to the creature. I touch it and cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh, fuck. You get that spell? Right, you're a cleric.
Move cat.
Inflict wound. There it is. One second here. Roll a d10.
It's 3d10.
It increases by d10 based on your level from what I'm reading, and since you're only level 1, you only roll 1d10.
On a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage at higher levels. When this cast is spelled, you add a d10. I'm right here.
All right.
Sorry, I dropped my dog.
18.
All right.
Oh, I'm not done yet.
All right. What's next?
I use my bonus action to attack him.
All right. Go ahead and roll for accuracy check,
Okay.
and then
That's a
we'll see.
14 plus my strength. That's 16.
All right. Go ahead and roll for damage then, and then we'll add on.
Because I'm doing it with 2 hands, that's a 7. Plus 1, that's an 8.
So 8 plus 0.3 plus 0.5, or times 0.5, not plus. Adds on 4 damage, so that would make it 8 plus 4 is
12.
12.
No, 13. 8 plus 5 is 13.
Right.
It'd be 8 plus 4. Because it's adding 0.5 damage onto what you did. So it would
Okay.
be 12.
Okay.
Alright, the
In a
golem's
single
still
turn,
alive.
I did like 40 damage. Jesus. No, like 30 damage.
The golem started off with 65 HP.
Oh, so I took away like half his health.
A little over, yeah.
All right, that's my turn. I end.
Alright, Tyler, or Dallas, you're up.
How heavy is this creature?
Way too heavy for you to do anything with.
Hold on.
I'll put it this way: if you can't lift up a great redwood, which is the heaviest tree on Earth, you cannot do anything with this thing.
Is there any are there stones around me?
There are.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast catapult on one of those stones, and I'd say a 5 pound stone. A good 5 pound stone. I'm gonna cast catapult on it, and I'm gonna fucking fling it at the golem.
Run a perception check to see if you actually find a 5 pound.
Perception is
Wow.
intelligence.
Yeah.
6.
The closest you could find is a 3 pound.
Works for me.
All right,
So
catapult.
yeah, I'm gonna cast catapult on the 3 pound stone and fling it at the golem.
Boom, the bouncers.
And then that deals 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Yep. So go ahead and roll.
So 8 plus 7 plus 7. So 14 plus 8. 32?
Jesus Christ.
That's 32 damage with a rock.
All right. You still need to make the accuracy check though.
uh, 6? No, 7.
All right. It does manage to nick him, but it barely misses. It barely misses him, dealing half the damage it would have taken.
So 16.
That's right, and he's still alive, but barely. All right, the phase turn. Or no, you deal an extra 3 damage on top of that too.
Right. So that'd be 19.
Yeah, so the golem dies.
I fucking hit him with a rock, bruh.
All right, so the golem starts falling apart. The magic in its core evaporates, and the jade core gently lands on the ground and kind of splits in half. The Fae quickly flies up to where the door leading into the shadow mirror is. It says, "You guys can come in here when you're ready," and then she flies inside of the room.
So, Arlie, I'm just gonna let you know when I looked up catapult, I saw a thing that I could put with this one spell could possibly at later levels possibly do upwards of 628 damage.
Yeah.
So
All
yeah,
right. So what?
that's gonna be fun. I have
Yeah.
no spell slots left now, the way.
So, so what do you guys want to do? Do you want to follow the Fae right now, or do you want to check around the room?
I inspect the wood body to see what if the core is still alive.
The core is dead. However, it is a jade core, so it could be valuable in some other hands.
I take it and I put it in my inventory.
Can I make an arcana, Arlie? Can I make an arcana check on the jade core to see if I can't do any golem work with it through what I know as a runesmith and building constructs.
I'll tell you what, you don't even have to roll. You can do something with it.
Bet.
However, don't
Goo.
expect much out of it because I did say the core split in half
Right.
because it
But
was
if there's
weakened from your
will,
first attack.
there's a way to put it back together.
All right. So, with nothing left in the room, you guys all follow the Fae up into the next room. There in the center rests the shadow mirror. You could just feel the dark energy radiating off of it. You're not even sure if you should touch it with how much dark energy is leaking off of it.
Right.
However,
I
you know it
do
is
the
important for your job.
I do the smart thing and I take out a piece of cloth. Actually, well, several pieces of cloth, and from the food pouches that I saved from eating the food pouch, and I take it and I place with my hand on the outside of the cloth and touch the mirror with the cloth in between my hand and start wrapping it up in the cloth so I
The
don't touch it with
cloth,
my bare hands.
just before you touch it with the cloth, the mirror starts to shine brightly. All three of you are cast seemingly into the past. You don't recognize where you are, but the temple is completely rebuilt. You're back 500 years ago. You look around and then you see it. The Shadow Lords combining all their magical energy in one place, about to cast down and destroy everything on top of them when the heroes jumped up and destroyed the magic, thus sealing them away with the Shadow Mirror. You now see the best way to potentially stop the Shadow Lords is by not doing what the heroes did, but by sealing each one of them individually. But from what you've seen, you only have a limited time to seal them all away. As the vision ends, Dallas's character shakes his head, not re- and you all just seem to want to contemplate everything you've seen. Dallas puts this shadow mirror away.
Well, that was weird.
What just happened? I just went like all glassy eye and went 1,000 yard stare. What? You good, bro?
Yeah, yeah, I'm good. I saw some weird shit, bruh.
Are we talking like mushroom shit or magic shit?
Magic shit. Like it looked like I was in the past, like 500 years ago, and saw the heroes trap all of these dudes in this mirror at once. But that's how they got out. So it seems like if we trap them kind of one by one, possibly, then we could stop this for
Wait,
good
hold up, hold
without
up,
a
hold up.
chance of
They
them
were
coming
trapped
back.
in that mirror?
Yeah, they were trapped in that mirror.
How the fuck did he get out?
Don't know. The past didn't tell me that. But I saw the heroes
Fucking
dropping all of them were putting magic into this mirror. All of the shadow lords were putting their magic into this mirror, and all of a sudden the heroes jumped up and trapped them, and well, that's when I came back.
what
From
in the
wherever the
clown
fuck I
chair god?
was.
What kind of clown chair god bullshit is this?
Dude, I
Whatever.
don't know what kind of portkey bullshit this is or was, but I'm having none of it, and fucking magic shit like that can fuck right off.
You here. All right, let's return to the king and get our reward, and then move
Oh,
on.
wait, hold on. Wait. Bang,
What do you
a
mean?
deal's a deal. You helped us out, we'll get your fucking squirrel back. Let's go.
Uh, fine. I thought I want to fuck her off, but all right.
Oh, come on. She kept her into the teal, Tyler.
You
Alright.
act like I care.
You you also got to understand clerics really don't trust Fae.
Yeah. Anyways, she goes, "Well, I'm glad you guys got what you want. Now it's my turn to get what I want."
All right, Dallas,
Also,
keep your dick out.
it's like also, yo, Faye, yo, I don't know what your name is because you didn't really fucking tell us, but yeah, fairy bitch, yo, dead golem, what's up now, huh? Still second guessing us? Told you, we got this under lock. We do this shit for regular. I've took scarier shits in a furnace. You might not, because you're Faye, you might not know what a furnace is, but that's hell.
First level, bitch.
All right. You guys go ahead and leave the labyrinth. As you reach the outside, she looks around and kind of just whistles. You do happen to see the squirrel that she talks about, and as she tries to approach it, it just runs off and she sighs. See, this is exactly what I mean. He doesn't come around me anymore ever since the shadow mirror showed up.
Hey, yo, where's that needle?
That just tells me you have a shit animal handling.
No, you don't get it. 500 years
I
ago,
don't, because
we
I
were
don't care.
inseparable. No matter. Now that the shadow mirror is gone, maybe he'll come back, so I need your help to catch him so that way I could talk to him.
I set a trap for the squirrel.
The trap you made inside does seem flimsy, but it might do enough of the work for the Fae to catch the... You set up the trap and give the sign to the Fae to whistle. She whistles again, and the squirrel shows up. The trap falls, and I need a roll from you, Dallas, to see if your trap holds.
I made the trap.
Or, yeah, sorry, that's what I meant to say.
I got an 8.
Your trap does kind of break on impact. However, the distraction is enough for the Fae to catch her pet and kind of just hold on to him. I got him from here. You guys go ahead and go. She kind of sulks back inside the labyrinth, but she stops outside the door and turns back.
See, this is why I don't trust fate. You are coming with us because we need a healer.
Our deal was I helped you through the labyrinth.
And I will tell people of your labyrinth and they will come in. You will never know peace. And you know how this mirror shit works.
I don't know how the mirror works.
Then why the fuck did you have it?
Like I said, it showed up here. I didn't put it here.
Then
500
why
years
did you
ago, after the
say?
heroes... Because I have nowhere else to go.
That sounds like a you problem to me.
Whatever. Our package is done. Get out of here.
Alright. Fucking face. That's why we never trust Fate Bloods.
Alright. With that, that's a level up for each of you.
Yay.
Tyler, your cleric war domain does not get anything new from the domain part. And features, you get channel divinity ×1 divine domain feature, and this is optional. However, you can get it. Harness divine power.
What's that? Sorry, on the second level, you can use channel ability to make strike with supernatural accuracy, making an attack roll. When you make an attack roll, you can use your channel ability to gain a +10 bonus to attack roll. You make this choice after you see the roll. The DM says whether the attack hits or misses.
So Arlie, you totally just missed my whole speech, and I feel kind of like an idiot because I was muted the whole time.
No shit, really? What else is new?
Yeah, I did miss it because of that.
So basically, my speech was like, "Hey," so I was like, "Hey, I overheard you, talking about you wanted this place to be pretty again, and we could guarantee you an audience with the king because that's who we're going back to, and we have to fucking talk to him anyway."
Yeah, she wouldn't have been interested in that because of how Tyler was talking to her.
Maybe she should get over herself and realize there are people who don't like her because she's a fae. Because fae, by their nature, are tricksters.
That's
Yeah,
facts.
well, she was pretty intelligent in realizing that there's something bigger than her wanting to play around.
All right, Jack, dinner is ready. Go wash your hands.
Fuck. Cool.
All right. You also get one new level 1 magic.
Level 1 spell.
Yeah. Tyler.
I'm picking a spell.
Okay. Dallas, for you.
Give me a second. You're gonna have to give me a minute.
All right.
Let's just say duty had to call.
Okay.
I'm gonna take guiding bolt.
Nice.
Just keep rolling. Just keep rolling. Hey, ladies. Hey, fellas. And the people that don't give a fuck. All the lovers. All the haters. Hip poppers. Pip poppers. Yes, on the world. Hands up, the hands down. Oh, that's a yawn.
So filming for Avengers Doomsday started today, apparently.
Hey, I'm gonna act like I give a shit. Woo! There's me giving a shit. I don't care. I honestly could give 2/5 of a fuck.
So mean. I'm grabbing a couple more.
Oh, I'm sorry. Name the last good Marvel project since Endgame. That's not Shang-Chi, Dallas.
Apparently, the new Fantastic Four is supposed to be really good.
I feel like this. I
It's
feel
not
like
even
this is
out yet.
hold up. I feel like this is a cap. Voltron movie starring Henry Cavill has wrapped filming in Australia. Yo, I feel like I'd fucking know if there was a live action Voltron movie starring Henry Cavill.
It's not
That's straight up
Voltron.
cap.
It's Thunderbirds Go.
It's the Ottertrons.
Yeah, and I know it's not going to be Henry Cavill because he's too busy working on Warhammer with Amazon. Why the fuck did you laugh? I'm not joking with that. He's literally working on a Warhammer series with Amazon.
Right.
Like he's a big he's a custodians player. Him and Yaskavir, by the way, Dallas, I don't know if you know this, but Yaskavir on Witcher. I was losing my train of thought. He plays Necrons.
That's amazing.
There's a clip they're in their interview with like the cast, and the interviewer was like, "So you play Space Marines?" Like, "Yes, I play Custodians." And Yaskavir's like, "Oh, I play Necrons." And like, "Should we?" "Yes." Bet. Fucking, it was funny. I found it funny. In short words, they make conversation and already set up a game. Nerds.
All right, Ty Monster Hunter question for you:
Okay.
Predator versus Devil Joe.
Devil Joe.
Devil Joe.
All right, let's not get distracted. What's next?
All right. Up next is Dallas's new stuff.
Which I know I'll be getting like probably a bunch of shit.
Yeah. You now know 4 different types of infusions.
Bet.
But you can only carry 2 infused items at a time.
That's fair.
The infusions you have a choice between currently at a level 2 is Alchemy Jug, Bag of Holding, Cap of Water Breathing, Goggles of Night, Rope of Climbing, Sending Stones, Wand of Magic Detection, and Wand of Secrets. However, you currently cannot
Hold
use
up.
any of those because you don't have any.
Did you hold up? Did you say bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking that. That's mine. That's taking the bag of holding.
All right.
Oh, we're gonna
And
have
then
fun
you
with
got
this, aren't we?
And then
Ty,
now
if
you
you ever
get 3
need,
more choices.
Ty, if you ever need shit to, if you ever need me to hold something of yours, Ty, I got you.
Question:
You got
those goblins, they had clubs, right?
yeah.
I take their clubs and I put them in the bag of holding.
He doesn't have the Bag of Holding yet.
Yeah.
He has to make it first. Anyways, you get 3 more choices which item you want to make. Which item you want to be able to make. Alchemy Jug, Cap of Water Breathing, Goggles of Night, Rope of Climbing, Sending Stones, Wand of Magic Attention, or Wand of Secrets.
So I get the bag of holding, and then I get one other one. You say?
You get 3 other ones. You get 4
Oh.
known. You get 4 known things you can have, but you only get to create 2 at a time. Meaning, if you want to
Got
create
you.
another one, you gotta disenchant one of them. Like, let's say you have the Bag of Holding and the Alchemy Jug, but you want to make a Cap of Water Breathing. You would then, for example, get rid of the Alchemy Jug and enchant the Cap of Water Breathing.
For now, I'm just gonna take the bag of holding and create to whatever may need help with whatever helps us in the moment. The bag of holding will always help us. That's why I'm taking that now.
Here's the thing. Well, technically, you can use your own bag. You can't use it currently.
Okay,
Why?
I don't know.
that is a great question. Why can't I have the bag of holding?
You can have the bag of holding, however, you just gotta make it first.
Okay.
From what I don't. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hoppers. Mm-hmm. Everyone in the world.
Did I fucking leave my pen outside? I don't think I did.
You totally did, dude. I saw you.
Oh, found my pen. And
Yeah.
make
I guess I misread that. Okay. So you still got 3 more choices of known enchantments that you can learn. Dallas.
Okay, what else are there?
Alchemy jug, cap of water breathing, goggles of night, rope of climbing, sending stones, wand of magic detection, and wand of secrets.
I'll do I'll do both wands.
All right. And for the last one,
Water breathing.
is that what
Yeah, I'll do
you
the I'll do the helm of water breathing or mask of water breathing.
cap of water breathing? It's a hat.
We're getting Minecraft up in this bitch.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys
So I have
start
a bag of
to
holding, a cap of water breathing, and both wands. And I can make 2 of those at a time.
Yep.
But for
Just be
right now
careful
I'll
if you
just
end
make
up
the bag
having
of
to get rid of the Be careful though. If you end up having to get rid of the bag of holding and it's over, um, you're gonna lose a lot of stuff. It's all gonna fall on the ground.
yeah, we can just pick it back up.
All right.
Okay, so what's my level up, Harley?
That was it.
That was it for level 2.
Yeah. Everything else is the same.
I don't get a spell or spell slot,
Nope.
nothing like
I'm
that.
looking at it right here. At level 1, you get to know 2 cantrips and 2 first slots. At level 2, you get 4 known infusions, 2 infused items, and 2 cat trips and 2 spells. So that literally all you got was the infusions.
But I get 2 more spells though.
No, you're at
Oh,
2 spells still.
or
I only got 1 spell, dude.
so I get enchanted. You said I get 2 infused items, and then I learn for infusions.
No, you can only make 2 items at a time. However, you get to know how to make 4 out of 4 of them.
Gotcha.
So if you make a bag of holding and a cap of water breathing, you'd have to get rid of one of those items in order to make another one.
Gotcha.
And the number does increase as you level up, obviously. So,
Right.
anyways, so after the Fae leaves, you guys head back towards the kingdom, and you go ahead and enter the city.
I try to sell my shit.
One moment here. Where is it? That's not what I'm looking for.
What you looking for? Tell me what you're looking for.
There it is. I found it. All right. So as you make your way back into the city of Beelzebub, you walk to the center near the fountain, where you guys can now go your separate ways to depend on where you want to go. So to the right, you have an inn, you have a blacksmith. To your left, you have your armor/weapon store and your general goods store.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go to the blacksmith and see if he can teach me more advanced blacksmithing techniques than I already know.
All
I
right,
go to the
Tyler.
general goods store and try to sell the jade.
Sorry, I want to keep at least one of the chunks for purposes. Construct
All right, then
purposes.
I don't do that. I take all the clubs from the goblins and orc and I sell those. I give the jade to him.
All right. So, starting off with Tyler, you walk into the general goods store, and
No,
she
the
looks
weapon
up at,
store to sell the
or
clubs.
the, yeah, you enter the weapon store. The rough-looking merchant guy looks up at you and he goes, "Welcome in. What can I do for you?"
I'm here to sell these clubs that I found.
Mm. He takes them and he starts looking over them really carefully. You can tell he kind of cares about his work.
Okay.
Well, they seem like just simple goblin clubs by the looks of it. I think you've got 6 here. Uh, I'll tell you what. I can honestly give you like a gold a piece for them. I probably would only really use them for fire lumber, truthfully.
I
Ty,
don't care.
don't forget about the cursed magic one that you have.
Oh yeah, right. And I give him this not cursed magical club.
He looks at the
Yeah, I
club
have it.
and he notices the magic on it. This seems to have cursed magic on it. Are you sure you want to give this to me? Because
Wait,
this
it's cursed?
magic.
I didn't even know. I have a low intelligence. It's cursed? Fuck.
Well, this cursed magic is different than what you would think it would be. See, this thing seems to have the ability to cause curses on others that are hit with it. So you're pretty
All
lucky, it
right. So,
seems.
all right. How
So,
I'll sell it to you for about 40 gold.
well, it's still a brick of wood regardless. I'll have to go 25.
Best I can do is 30.
Well, here's the thing. I'd probably sell it for 30.
So, all right then.
So I need to make a profit in order to make a living. So I can sell it for 20. I could buy it from you for 25.
I'll do 27.
Mm, well, it's gonna sit for a little bit. Uh,
I don't care.
then I'm afraid we can't make a deal here because the 25 is where I'm kind of firm at here.
All right. I take the club and leave.
All right, over to
And then
Dallas.
before I
Go ahead.
leave, I want to like lightly tap his doorknob with the curse club.
It won't. It doesn't. It doesn't do anything. It only affects people.
Damn it.
All right, on to Dallas. He enters the blacksmith. He sees a buff girl. He sees a buff woman pounding away at her anvil. She seems to be making something interesting.
I walk behind Dallas. I couldn't make a buck off the muscle mommy.
She
Shit, was
doesn't
that out
hear.
loud?
The hammer strikes were too loud. She didn't hear Tyler, but she does
Thank
end up
God.
noticing you guys, and she stands up and walks over to the counter. Well, howdy, fellas. Welcome in. What can I get for you today?
And I'm turned up. I leave.
Okay, then. Dallas.
Well, pardon me, ma'am, but are you wouldn't happen to be the head smith, would you?
Well, no, that's my father, but he's currently helping the war support. So I'm all you got. What can I do for you?
How good's your skill in smithing?
Well, I learned from my father, and he's the best smith in the entire Western Hemisphere of Visteria.
Mhm. So pretty fucking good. Yo, can you teach me some of your tricks and techniques? You see,
Well,
I'm also a blacksmith and apprentice, but I would like to get better at my craft. You see, and then I show her that I'm not bluffing, and I pull out my blacksmithing tools and lay them on the counter and stuff.
well, I'm not too sure. I don't know what's really in it for me.
To buy you dinner.
I'll give you 85 gold.
Cheapskate.
I don't know. I mean, something like this, it would cost a lot more. I feel like it would cost me a lot more just to train you, to show you this kind of stuff. Um,
You train me, and in the process, like I can help with what I know and take some of these long listing orders that you have off your hand.
all right, I'll tell you what. I'll give you some tips and tricks that you can learn how to. I'll give you some tips and tricks. However, it will cost you 75 gold, and you'll also have to help me with a little job.
I'm listening.
You see, you see, over in the dirt highway, just over to the west. My supplies got stolen by some bandits. If you go get the bandits and bring back the supplies, then I'll definitely show you. I'll definitely show you how to do some extra stuff. And if you bring
What
back the entirety of the cart, I'll show you how to do it all for free.
what are you missing?
Oh, just a chest of copper ingots, iron ingots, Ethereum.
Do you have a list?
Yeah, the list is right here.
Oh,
All
I
right.
got you. Your caravan. It's your
Can we get
order of materials. I got you.
can we get a copy of that list?
Yeah, go for
Here,
it.
I wanna throw something in. Um, if I help you do this, and you train me for free, but if I bring the whole cart back, you think you could do something with this here jade chunk? And I slide a chunk of one of the halves of the jade core onto the table. You think you could do something with that for me?
She takes a look at the core and she sighs. Well, the magic in this thing is almost gone. The best I could do is probably just turn it into a sword for you.
I mean, I have both halves. If you could possibly put it back together.
Well, even if I do put the two halves back together, it won't reinstate the magic. This looks to be from a wood golem, and wood golems survive off of song magic, which are generally created by Fae.
Fucking
I,
fake
I,
bloods.
I think I can take care of the refueling it with magic part. I got that covered. I just need this put back together.
Well, all right. Just remember to bring back the entirety of my cart, and I'll see what I can do.
Deal. I go to shake her hand.
She shakes your hand, and you guys head out of the blacksmith.
Fucking face. Ruining every
But
fucking
before
deal.
I leave, when was the last known location of that goblin? No, of that bandit camp?
No, she doesn't know where the bandit camp is. She just knows that the transport was coming in from the west, out past the.
Word.
So you just gotta go west until you hopefully spot it. But now you guys have two different goals here. You could either go check in with the king, or you can go find the.
Let's report back to King, and then let's go back. What's going on with our side quest? So last thing I need is a royal up my ass.
Right. Yeah, right. Let's go back to the king and give him the mirror.
Hey, fuck off. Get paid.
All right.
Oh, I give her the I give the blacksmith the 75 she asked for as insurance. So I'm down 75 gold from 110.
All right.
Write that down. It's math.
All right. So you guys head back up. You guys head over to the castle, and the king lets you in to see him. He looks you guys over and says, "Honestly, I was half expecting you guys to be here half dead."
Rude.
Wasn't too hard of a fight. Few goblins, an orc. Oh, and the thing you forgot to mention, a fucking wood golem.
Well, would it be much of a trial if I told you about the wood golem?
Yes.
A heads up would have been nice. It's still tough, regardless.
I told you we should have taken this fucking job.
The Shadow Lords are a lot worse.
Man, a little heads up would have been nice. It's all we're saying. We're not asking for the fucking world. We're not asking for 1,000,000 gold. We're just asking what the fuck we're getting ourselves into. Is that too much to fucking ask?
But yeah, we got your fucking mirror.
Well, then there's only one thing left to do. The 7 Shadow Lords of Sins.
Oh no. No. We're not facing no Shadow Lords without more people. Find some more heroes and we'll help you.
Go. I'm sorry, the prophecy only states that only 2 people can seal the Shadow Lords away.
We had 3 last time. That's some bullshit. Find another.
The third one was only a blacksmith who happened to help them with their gear.
Is there something troubling you?
Then find a third who can help us with heals.
All right, King. I'll cut you a deal. Since we did this for you and we got the fucking crown, we both want 10 G's up front.
Yes.
I know you got the money.
King sighs and shakes his head.
I mean, look, man, we either need to gear up. You either give us the money to gear up, which is 10 G's a piece, or we piecing out this bitch and you can find 2 other people. That's your options.
Who have to do another trial, which is more time, and time that you cannot afford.
The king sighs and shakes his head, and he looks at you guys with some disbelief in his eyes. He looks at you and says, "You know, being a part of the church, I thought you guys would be a bit more understanding about this factor that this is
No. Stop, y'all. Hold on. No. Hold on, King. Who said I was a part of the church? Do you see me? I reek devil incarnate. I ain't no part of no fucking church.
And you should
You
know,
got
as
me
someone
fucked up.
who's in the church, we are greedy as fuck. How long have you been the king and not noticed that we all want political power? I mean,
Enough,
power.
yells the king. You guys have forgotten your place. I am the ruler here, and if you keep talking to me with such disrespect, I'll be sure you're throwing into the dungeons with nothing left but your names.
Okay, fine. You get no heroes, and the seven lords take over your kingdom.
Look, it's just a simple request. 10K. We'll buy us gear and potions and whatever else we may need to deal with this Omni level threat. I mean, would you really forsake your only chance to stop this?
If you guys had let me finish explaining what I was going to explain, instead of interrupting me constantly, then you would understand that I would have been able to help you. However, I would not be able to give you the amount you are asking for.
What does it get broke?
I look over at Ty. 5K? Does 5K
5K.
work? 5K works. 5K? 10K? You know, split between us?
Or how about this? How about this?
Upfront?
The best
Skip the
I
money.
can
Skip the money. Let's get the money. Let's get the money. How about you give us your crest, and we can go to any kind of shop to get any items that we need on the kingdom's tab. On the kingdom's tab. How about that?
On your tab.
look, all of our funding is currently gone to fighting the Shadow Lord's armies.
Then why do
Right?
you need
The best I
us?
could get the best I could give you is 500 gold each to help you set up. I don't know
750?
why. Don't push your luck. I don't know why the prophecy seems to have chosen you two. And
I
I
guess
hope
Told
it
you,
five.
you
gets
gotta
We'll
get
make
better
new
5. I guess
eventually.
we'll make a grand work. We've been put into shittier situations.
He gives you guys each 500. He gives you each 500 gold. He snaps his fingers, and two backpacks are brought out for you guys. You guys open them and see inside there's a bunch of food and a camp set to help you. This is the most I can give you right now.
This works. Oh, also, have you heard of a bandit camp out west somewhere?
I do know bandits have been causing a problem out there. Last I heard, their camp is somewhere near the base of Romani Mountain.
Word. Thank you. That helped us in a big way, actually.
All right,
Word.
get going. It's time to get
Don't tell me
going.
twice. Fucking broke ass game.
As we leave the door, as we left.
Twisters have hit other states.
As I leave, I open the door and I hold it open for Ty. And as soon as the door closes, can you believe the nerve of some people?
I know. He asks us for help. He's like, I thought you were part of the church. Bitch, you know how much of an ironic state that is? Yes, I know I'm part of a church, but what makes me think I'm good?
Also, he has the gall to say a tiefling's a part of the fucking church.
I
Look at me.
know.
Do I scream holy embodiment?
He
To
needs to
be
get
fair,
I
he said I thought you were part of the church, and you guys kind of interrupted him before he could finish saying what he was trying to say, and
Yeah, I
that's why he
know.
got
The
angry.
assholes. That's the whole point of our characters. The king chose wrong today.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Either way, my headphones are almost dead, which is a sign that we need to call it here for now.
Word.
Word.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching. don't forget to join us next time for when we play this eventually again. If it's okay with you guys, how about every Monday night?
Works for me.
All right.
Cool. All right. I've been Arlie, and we'll see you guys